still we're live.
Actually, it says we're live now.
Yeah, but then 5 seconds late. Whatever. Believe what you want, Dad. Okay, now you should be officially live.
Oops. I was trying to get to living on a dime, but some soap lady's been taking over.
What?
She's the best soap lady in the world, don't you agree?
Nope.
Yeah, but some soap lady's been taking over.
Yeah, we'll just wait until 2 weeks from now and you see our basement.
Oh no. We have the best smelling basement in the world.
Lined with shelves.
I'm glad I'm not down there anymore.
Where's living on a dime?
Sorry,
guys, I'm trying to find out how to get to where we were.
Today, we are making lunch for $1.
Here we are.
Hello, everyone. So,
Susan, Maxine, Christine, Lisa,
every
Denise, Mindy.
fall, I admit, I am flabbergasted when I get the lunch menu at school, and it is $3.50 for each lunch. I just think that's crazy. So that is over $600 in 1 year just for lunch for the kids at school.
Oh, drop in the bucket.
So let's say $609 minus, let's take off the kids' if you make it at home for $1, so that saves you $435. If you take $435 and you divide it by 10, even if you make $15 an hour, by the time you have to pay for your driving and pay for your taxes and everything, you would have to work more than 43 hours to pay for just school lunches.
Whoa.
An entire week's worth of work to pay for school lunches because you're too tired to make school lunches. Do you think that's worth it?
Quote unquote.
You have to work 43 hours.
Well, that seems like you're working. You could just work when you're tired and then you go to class and save money.
So here's the thing, guys. I know you're tired, but I don't care how tired you are. It is not worth working an entire week every year of your life just to pay for school lunches, period.
Well, that's for one kid.
That's for one kid.
Yeah.
We had 4 kids, which means you would have had to work an entire month just to pay for school lunches if we would have bought the school lunches.
For the year?
For the year. For 9 months worth of school lunches. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So today we are showing you how to... Is my hair falling down again?
Yep.
I have this one piece of hair right here. This one piece. See it?
Well, it gives you style.
It doesn't want to go in my ponytail.
Oh, now it looks rough. It did give you style.
Wow.
It just doesn't want to go in there.
Jesse says, will you finally get your own room? Hey.
Actually, I've taken over the whole basement. They just don't know it. Speaking of which, we have to move the roll top probably tonight or tomorrow.
You got to talk to me about these things before you make an announcement.
I have a roll top desk that Mom and Dad had it's from the 1800s that they restored, and I love the thing, but I've never been able to use it for anything in any of my houses. But I love the thing, so we're going to move it into Jack's room and let him use it for his desk.
Jennifer says I make lunch for my 3 kids every day.
Yes. And you could do it for $1. You can actually probably do it for 50 cents to $1, but $1. So I'm going to give you some tips here real quick. So, some of the tips that we do, first of all, tip number 1, go to the thrift store to get your lunch bags. I found these cool little things. Look these up on Amazon and get them a link for this, dear.
Oh, that is really cool.
You have people saying you're the best soap lady and they're proud of you and stuff.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Go to do what?
Go on Amazon and find this in case somebody wants to buy it, if they don't have a thrift store.
My show prep person didn't tell me to do
I know, I forgot. So this lunch bag here, I have found 3 or 4 of these at the thrift store, and I love this lunch bag. I paid 50 cents for mine. Mike's looking up right there.
Okay, I'm waiting for that to load, so hold on just a second.
What I love about these is you can just dump everything in there, and then when it gets nasty dirty, you just throw this baby in the washing machine, and it just comes out all fresh. And nope, keep going. Nope, keep going.
That's
Oh,
not it?
do they not carry them anymore?
That's not the same thing?
Oh yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so Mike's putting a link on here from Amazon, and you can see out of 122 people, it's got 4.5 stars. This thing is the best thing ever. I love it. And so I found 3 of these at the thrift store that we just rotate through. Throw it in the laundry bucket and wash
Sorry.
it when it gets dirty. Yes. Get that back over here, boy.
I want some nachos.
So tip number 1 is buy your lunch bags at the thrift store or use them as hand-me-downs from friends and families. The plastic ones that are, do we have any of those left? I don't know if we even have, oh yeah. The plastic ones like these.
Okay, guys, Mike is finally getting to facing them in.
The plastic
Alrighty.
ones like these are cute, but they don't really hold up. Now I did get this one for 45 cents at the thrift store, so you can see right there. Mom got it for Ellie.
Where do
right
you get
there.
these prices?
45 cents. You saw the C right there, 45 cents. Can you guys see that?
45 out of
Okay,
100.
Mom got this one. I didn't get this one. Mom got this one for Ellie. I got a different one that broke. I forgot.
Ooh, a lot of former lunch ladies saying that the lunches are terrible and they throw out so much of it. Actually, I think
At
parents
school?
don't, yeah, but I don't think parents realize how much their kids throw out with what they send.
Well, I'm getting there. You're getting ahead
Oh
of
my
me.
goodness, Shelly. Yes, elementary was really bad for me. Oh my goodness. Do we even
Elementary
start
school
on that?
for lunch. We
No,
had
it
to.
wasn't just lunch. It was everything.
Yeah. We had to eventually go and sit with David and Ellie every day at lunch because it got so bad for them.
Actually, I just sat in the office with one of my friends and her
Yeah.
mom.
So anyway, these lunch bags, I love them, love them. I think they're the best. Buy these, invest in them. They will last from kid to kid. Okay.
Woohoo!
So I have had 4 kids. Let's see how many school lunches we've done.
Let's see if Mom can math right.
4 kids times 174. So I have done 696 school lunches a year.
Where's the link on Facebook?
Wow.
On YouTube?
So you times that times, I think I did 4 of them for about 10 years. I have made, or will have made by the time Jack is done with elementary school, middle school, I will have made more than 7,000 school lunches.
Wow.
7,000 school lunches. Now, that's pretty good, even if I do say so
Dave
myself.
said somebody was asking on YouTube. I pasted it in and I'm pasting it in again now. And I'm about to go add it to the show notes. It's not yet there.
Pat, yes, she did say washing machine. That's the thing here.
What is wrong with the washing machine?
It's a washing machine that's a little more aggressive.
Yeah. What? Same with Washington.
What's wrong with that?
It's Washington, but it's a little bit more.
Remember who cuts your hair.
No.
And a dishwasher.
Hey, woman, I was standing up for you.
Is a more vigorous version of a dishwasher.
I was standing up for you.
Oh, you were?
You gonna slap me?
Okay, next tip, number 2. Before we get to actually filling the
Whoa, we're on
lunchbox.
tip 2 already?
Yes. I don't know how
This
many
show is
tips
just
I
flying by.
I have no idea how many tips I have. I'm just labeling them as I go. So so tip number 2.
I've
Dave,
said enough, so I'm gonna say this is tip number 2.
Dave, did you get that picture to put in there so that did you
No,
have a
he
picture there?
didn't. He specifically
It's on the
told
desktop.
me-
Just
yeah,
import it
hold
and you can
Okay.
put it on there.
up. Let
Hold
me
on.
do it.
So the next tip is stop packing so much food in your
That
kids' lunches.
That your kid cannot eat or stuff into their
Here's
mouth.
the thing, guys.
Okay, ready for me to transition?
Go ahead. Look at this lunch that was packed. I took this picture last spring when Jack was on a field trip. Now, I will preface this by saying the dad packed the lunch. So, dads don't quite have it down if they don't do it every day.
That's a lot of stuff. That's basically 2 Lunchables, two things of crackers, 1 thing of Kool-Aid, a hot dog bun, and a hot dog.
Yeah.
2
So
walkers.
Dad thought this kid was going to be hungry on his field trip. And I am not exaggerating. The kid ate the hot dog and the Capri Sun, and that was it. He was giving away everything else to his friends.
Well, I've been on the field trips, and the kids just throw it away. Like,
Yeah. Wait,
they'll open
go
up
back for a minute.
They'll
Dave.
open up one of those prepackaged things, and they'll eat the cheese out of it and throw the rest of it.
Exactly.
Go back again.
Now, yeah. So this kid in his lunch alone had packed 2, 4, 5. He had about $6, give or take, $5 to $6. You can go ahead. Worth of stuff in his lunch, and he maybe ate $1 worth of it. Maybe. Gave the rest of it away. So, tip number 2, stop packing your kids so much food. Every lunch teacher in the country will tell you kids throw away a huge majority of their food because they see it every day. I was mortified when I was sitting with Ellie and David at school at the lunches when I had to. It is crazy what they throw away. So, tip number 3, stop packing things in the kids' lunches that they don't like. Parents think if they put the celery and they put the carrots in there and they put the apples, that the kids are going to eat them because they're there by osmosis or
If
something.
the kids don't eat it at home, they're not going to eat it when they're away from you.
Thank you. They're just going to throw it away. So don't buy them and don't put stuff in their lunches that they don't want or don't like.
Tiny
Okay.
house, big music, says beautiful shirt, Tara.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, did you have a question before I go to point number 4?
Jessica says my son's really picky, so I pack his lunch every day, and I was thinking, yeah, that's a good reason to do it. And Janelle was saying that for our family, 260 lunch is a steal, lack of stress and hysteria at night. If you can afford
Okay.
it, no problem.
Yeah, but you're wrong. I'm sorry. Just to be blunt, you are wrong. Here's the thing. I'm going to show you it takes literally 10 to 15 minutes to pack an entire week's worth of lunches. It's not stress. It's only stress because you're making it stressful. So, man alive, what happened to my... Oh, is it still fires? I think it's still fires.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
You have got to stop making excuses, guys. Period. We did our organic video the other day for those people who make excuses about eating organic food. And we got comment after comment after comment. Thank you so much. That's what I needed. I was stressing myself out over food. Stop stressing yourself out over food. Start making it simple and making it easy. And it will make your life so much more pleasant, okay?
Actually, I know this is,
150,000
I think this is still point 2 that you were making, or maybe it was 3, but I was surprised as the dad when we started having to go sit with Ellie for a while at the lunchtime because she was having to eat in a separate place, and I was surprised how little she ate, how little she brought, and then how little of that she actually ate. And I thought, man, I guess I have a vision of them eating more than that.
I think every parent does. I think every parent thinks their kid is eating these huge lunches. So, stop making excuses.
And if they're high school football players, they probably are.
Yeah. Stop making excuses that you don't have time or you're stressed out. It's just not true, okay? Next. Tip number... What am I on? 5?
I thought you were on 4, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, I don't know where I'm at. Take the kids' little water bottles. Now, this is a bigger one. Normally, we have one that's a little rectangle, and I was trying to get one at Walmart today, and I forgot to pick it up. Normally, the kids have a little rectangle one. It's about this big and about this wide, and we've broken all of them that we've had so far, so I needed to get Jack a new one. But, fill this up part way with water the night before and just throw it in the freezer Then in the morning, when you're ready for lunch, pour the rest of the water on top, screw the lid on. This serves as the ice pack, and it keeps their water cold, so they will have cold water, okay? So it'll be an ice pack and the water. Tip number 5, do that to save some time, okay? They don't need juice, they don't need milk, water is fine. Number 2, when you're, number 6, when you're packing the lunches.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah?
Before you get to number 6, Hope asked, because you were talking about the lunch bags a little while ago, what is your opinion of the hard shell lunch cases? I just figured stuff won't get smashed in there.
Wait,
That is probably true.
talking down?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
That is probably true on the hard shell lunch cases. If those work for you, I would go ahead and get them, and I think that's totally fine if you want to.
Because mashed bananas are no fun.
No, mashed bananas aren't fun. And my kids, I will say my kids have always taken things that really don't get smashed too easily. So that's why I do that. Number 6, containers. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit here on containers. Oh, there's a penny here. Okay. First of all, watch the bags that you use. These bags with the slidey things, see the slider things? These are the most expensive ones. Oops. Hold on, I put the old ones in there. Okay, here. These are the most expensive ones you can buy.
And oftentimes the zippers break too.
Yep, and oftentimes zipper break. Don't waste your money on these. These are crazy expensive. So, and I don't remember how much they were. So I guess I better not give you a price, but I know that they were a lot cheaper. Now, this is the next best kind, but even these here, without the slidey zippy thing, they're just the zip top. I don't even use those for the kids. What I use are these fold top bags. These are like a half a cent each. Okay, so they're super, super cheap.
Each.
And let me show you how to use them. Yes? Okay. It's 4 days. Okay, so here's how you use the fold top in case nobody knows how to use it. Put your sandwich in there. This part, let's see, can they see this, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, this part right here that's standing up folds down, and this part over here folds up and over, and voila.
It's basically sealed.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's
I
really-
use this for 99% of the sandwiches and that kind of thing that we put in the kids' lunches, okay? So, go for the fold top. It's like 50 cents to $1 depending on where you buy them for 150 bags. Super, super cheap. Yes?
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Well, actually, I can. Melissa says I've been making my 8-year-old pack his own lunch now.
There you go.
Actually, it's funny because I think about what Jack eats on the weekend day, and it's not that much. And I remember at school he had just this really small amount of stuff, and he was totally happy with that.
Yeah.
And I think the teacher thought he was going to starve to death.
Okay, now the next thing is I invest in these little half-cup reusable containers.
Those are so good for everything.
Now, this is how I organize my containers. You know the plasticware that you always collect, like sour cream containers and yogurt containers and those kinds of things? I don't ever use any of those. Zip, zero, zilch, none. I save none. So, here's what I do instead. About once a year, I go and buy the large 5-cup and the 2.5-cup. They stack in each other. And then I buy the little half-cup.
Yeah, there.
Okay?
Why do you rebuy them, Mom?
Well, because they break or whatever. Now, I
But
don't
they
know
last
where
really-
these spores came from because what I do is when I get a new batch, I get rid of everything in the old batch if they were a different shape. If they're the same shape, I keep them. But if they're a different shape, I don't. I think what happened was I had the square ones and I prefer those, but I couldn't find them and I really needed some, so I got the circle ones. So the square ones are going away. Then all of my lids just sit right in here, okay? And then every, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I'll go through and I'll count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And make sure I have enough lids to go with the containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Then I get rid of the rest of the containers. I don't even keep them in here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have, I know we have 2 in the dishwasher, so.
You might have said it, but your mom and other people were saying, yeah, keep it simple.
Seriously, guys, this is where part of the, you come back up to me for a minute. This is where part of the problem, was it Janelle? I think is who it was. I think this is where a lot of people, where Janelle, get into trouble. And I don't mean, I'm not trying to be rude.
Yep.
But the problem is you guys are making this too complicated and you're making your life more work than it needs to be. This is all the plasticware I have. And then Ellie's dressing jar that she uses for work. This is it. This is absolutely it. And look how much room I have left. This is just a slide out drawer that I have under one of my cabinets. And that's it. Now, the next step is to store these things where you prepare the food. So this cabinet, which you guys can't see, is right over here. And I have the peanut butter, jelly, bread, the refrigerator right here. Here, Dave, we'll just come over here and let me show you guys, okay?
Watch out, light is blinding.
Don't look at the mess, because this is where we pile everything for the show, okay? Right here, I have peanut butter and bread. Right here's containers. Right here's jelly. And right here's all the condiments and everything that I need, like cinnamon and sugar, which
Jelly.
I'm going to get to in just a minute.
Jelly's
that
in
kind of
here.
stuff. I'm not walking all the way over to the other side of the kitchen where my pantry is. I keep it right here. Normally this counter is cleared off, but I keep it all right here. You can come back around. And I make it simple, quick, and easy, okay? Now, next. Tip number 7, prepare foods they like and do it once a week. Now, here's how I go about making lunches. Okay, you ready, Dave? Here we go. I take my little containers. I take my big thing of applesauce.
You just blop it in.
And then you just go blop,
Maybe put
and
some
you
cinnamon
go
in.
blop.
Jennifer says
Jackie,
it's weird
you do
how
cinnamon?
impressed I am with your lid storage.
This was literally the best meal or lunch, in my opinion, when I used to go to elementary school. It was awesome.
You love the applesauce?
I loved the little applesauce. And Mom would print off these like little notes and stick them in there, and it'd be like, "You're awesome, kid." And so I'd be like, "Aw, that's just nice."
Oh, see, Tara used to put a lot of little love notes in the lunches.
See, it was worth it, I guess, huh? Okay, and then I ran out, so I need one more. So right here, I have for Jack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now,
And there are 5 school days in a week. So
there's
that's
5 school days in a week, so this is
2 weeks worth.
2 weeks worth of lunches. Now, probably what will happen is normally I only do 5 to 7 at a time. And
2
then
weeks worth of applesauce, not
yes.
all lunches.
And then we eat the other half for like dinner or something. And then you just put your tops on.
Oh man, that
like
smells so good.
So this was your favorite lunch, huh? Yes. So this was your favorite lunch, huh, Dave?
So Christine
Okay.
says, I don't know why I thought you homeschooled. We have one in homeschool and one in a regular school.
And so far, homeschooling is awesome. It is
He
great.
was totally loving it.
By the way, welcome to all of our friends from the old schoolhouse. She shared for us today. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Okay, So now I have all of them prepared. Then I just go and stack them 3 high in my fridge. Usually against the wall they stack just fine. And then I just pull one out and throw it in his lunch. Now, you can do the same thing. Go ahead, Dave, and come back up. You can do the same thing with puddings, jellos, all of those kinds of things, okay? Now, if you guys, I'm not done yet, but just a little quick commercial break here. Dining on a Dime cookbook. Right here, you can go to livingonadime.com and get our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have, let's see, where'd it go? We have a list of,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the cookbook.
we have a list right here.
Oh,
Okay.
school lunch is in there, isn't it?
Yeah. Page 27, we have a whole list of school lunch ideas, 27 and 28. These 2 pages you can use to get all of these ideas, guys. So don't panic if you're thinking, oh, I can't watch all these, okay? These are all in the book, super simple, Dining on a Dime cookbook, okay? Next.
Plus like 1,000 really good recipes that you should definitely try out.
Yes, over 1,200 recipes and tips.
Jody was asking about the containers. Sorry, I'm a little behind because there are a lot of people on tonight. Jody was asking about the containers. How often do you get rid of them? Why get rid of perfectly good plastic? We only get rid of them when they start to bubble up or get...
Yeah, when they as they break, I throw them away. When I get down to 1 or 2 and I need more,
We don't throw them away till they're dead.
if I cannot find the same kind, I just get rid of them. I give mine to the Goodwill. You can throw them away. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm not going to keep 2 of one kind and 10 of another kind. So that's why I do that, okay?
Jeannie was wondering, do you use the plasticware for lunches only or also for leftovers? She said, I know you don't like the word leftovers.
Yeah, I do. Actually, that's my plasticware that I use for lunches, leftovers, everything. Now, oh, I forgot a prop. Can you scoot over?
Oh, Terry's wondering, how long does the food last in the containers?
The applesauce, like the fruits in that, will last 10 days to 2 weeks. Will last quite a while. Okay, now, right here in our drawer, we keep all of our unused McDonald's, Wendy's, all of this kind of stuff. I keep it right here. It's in my little triangle of school lunch preparation right here. I grab one of these spoons. They can throw it away if they want. If they don't want to, I'll rewash it and put it back in his lunch.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Catherine is asking you, does Jack get the same thing every day? He
Almost. He likes it,
He
so
likes
that's
what
what
he
I
likes.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do variety if they don't want it, because why send them food that they're going to throw away? That's my thinking. Stop sending them so much food and stop sending them food that they don't like are my 2 big things that I notice with parents when I go to school at lunch.
Oh, Melissa says, hi, I'm new to the page. We're glad you're here.
Welcome. Okay, so here are all of our plastic cheapware from McDonald's and all that. We don't go that often, but we go every Sunday after church. And if we get extras, that's what we do. The next tip is...
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Catherine said, really, that's surprising. Good, no stress. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Most kids like kind of the same thing all the time.
Yeah. And what I do is, like I said, normally I don't fill him 10 things of applesauce. I'll do 5, and then we'll eat the other half for dinner one night. And then what I'll do is I'll rotate between applesauce, peaches, and pears, and fruit cocktail. He likes those. So what I might do is open a can of each and do 2 weeks worth and rotate them, something like that. You can also, with the fruit cocktail and the peaches and pears, you can freeze them, and then by the time it's lunch, it's like a slushy fruit popsicle. Oh, it's super good. Mom came up with that recipe years ago. One of my favorite easy diet foods, because it's so sweet and yummy even in just the juice, but it's refreshing. So that's really good, especially for this fall and the spring.
Bandana Grandma says, I remember packing 8 lunches a day and braiding 5 heads of waistling hair.
Yeah, Bandana Grandma, she did. She had 7 kids, so she packed a lot of lunches.
Jamie says, I remember my kid taking a bagel and cream cheese instead of a sandwich. Oh, yum.
Yeah. And think outside the box. If they like a bagel and cream cheese, don't fight them on it. Just send it. I mean, really, don't stress over it. I wouldn't. So the next thing is, if your kids happen to like things like carrots in their thing, or if they're weird like me and like celery, which I used to, you can save these little packets from the restaurant and use these for dipping when you have lunches. And like Mike used to take his lunch and we would put the Taco Bell sauces that we had extra. You know how they always throw 1,500 Taco Bell sauces in with your thing and you never eat them all?
This is not all ones we collected either. Like, this is all kinds of extended family.
Yeah, my grandma collects them and all that. Here's little ranch dressing. Jack doesn't like the ranch dressing. Dave does. So when we go and Jack gets something, we still ask for the dressing. And then we just save it, and then Dave uses it to dip his stuff, okay?
It's sad how many people say peanut butter is not allowed at the school. We're having a similar issue with that, aren't we?
Sort of, yeah.
That's stupid. They should just put the kid in solitary confinement for
Oh,
a bit.
stop.
Pump their own oxygen supply from outside.
No.
The views and opinions expressed by the production crew are not necessarily the views and opinions of the host production company.
So save your little packets. Like if they like mayonnaise, like I love mayonnaise when we go on picnics up in the mountains and stuff. We will take these little packets and put those on our sandwiches. Okay. So I just keep them all in a nice little container like this. Keep it simple, people. Okay, and do that. Next, now, so far, the only thing I've paid for is the applesauce. And for $1.99, and the baggies. So for $1, or it was $1.89 divided by 11 servings. So I paid 17 cents for my applesauce, and then I've paid a half a cent, half a cent for my baggies, okay? So far, because everything else is reusable or whatever. Now, if your school allows peanut butter and jelly, here's a little tip for peanut butter and jelly. And the same goes, I got deformed bread.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. That's very deformed bread. Okay, so if your school does allow peanut butter and jelly, a good way to keep peanut butter and jelly from becoming soggy.
Well, I thought most schools just allowed jelly too. I mean.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Is to take and put peanut butter on each side of the bread. Now, don't put a lot. You don't need a whole ton of peanut butter. Now, this is about 10 cents worth of peanut butter, okay? So there you go. Then put your jelly
on the other side.
On the inside. And what happens, if you guys remember chemistry, Dave's going to learn this year. If you remember chemistry, oil and water don't mix. So the oil from the peanut butter keeps the jelly from making the bread soggy on both sides.
What? That's magic. I was about to say.
Isn't that brilliant? Now, the same goes if you send them a ham sandwich or like a ham sandwich or turkey sandwich or whatever you want sandwich. The same thing goes for that. Let me show you how to do that real quick. So let's say, peanut butter and jelly, 15 cents if you can do peanut butter and jelly. If you can't do peanut butter and jelly, then take your sandwich, that's preferably non-holy. Holy, 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 oh, my bread is holy. Early in the morning when we're packing our lunch, we freak out because then we don't know what we're going to do.
I'm waiting to see where this is going.
Okay, so then you take your bread. That's not copyright protected, right? Surely that is. That's gotta be.
Shut down.
If it is, Google will let us know.
That's gotta be public domain. So what you do is, first of all, they only need one piece of bread, but or one piece of meat. But let's say they don't. Let's say you want to give them two. That's fine. You put your meat on one side and then put your ketchup and your mustard, mayonnaise, whatever you want, on the inside. Then your bread doesn't go soggy. If you're using cheese, take your cheese and instead of your ham, and put your cheese on one side and your meat on the other side, and then put your ketchup and your mayonnaise and your mustard, and then your sandwich doesn't get soggy. Okay? Now, next.
Wait, we have a few new people.
Woo! Welcome, guys!
Tammy says, love this, I'm new here. Thank you. Hi from sunny Southern California. Hi.
Woo!
And Kim says, hi, y'all. First time on your page. I'm a single mom. I work in nursing, have 3 boys. I do everything from laundry to groceries, and this is all helpful.
Oh, good. Thank you. And thank you for being a good nurse and helping us out when the doctors say stupid things to you. Don't even get started. Went to the doctor today, and I'm just wondering if doctors just have stupid written on their diplomas now. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's not all I'm going to say about that, but you guys know me. Okay.
And Mike has to say, it's not all doctors, just all the ones we know. Just kidding.
All the ones we've been to.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Okay, next.
Shelly said, LOL, just tune into an angel singing.
Thank you. So I want to show you a little comparison here. So this here cost me 17 cents, and the pre-packaged ones here are $1.95. These were $1.95 divided by 6, 32 cents. So this is half the price of this that you save on school lunches. And you guys saw, it literally took me 1 minute to package 2 weeks worth of fruit things. Seriously, that is worth the savings. You guys have got, this is where people do not get out of debt. It's the small things. Everybody worries about the big stuff, and you need to worry about the big stuff. If you're driving a $50,000 car with car payments and you have debt, you need to sell that thing and get rid of it and get something you can afford. But it's the little things like this that add up too, and it really doesn't take that much time.
I didn't see who said it because it went off the screen, but somebody said it's good to see somebody who knows the right way to make peanut butter and jelly. And everyone was loving your song. You have a holy voice.
Hey, Monica.
Thank
Monica
you, guys.
Said hello.
Hello, Monica. Okay, now here's the next tip. On Sunday or whenever you want to do it. I don't do it on Sunday because I try to do nothing on Sunday.
Unless are these the soggy ones?
Now,
I'll take them if they're not the soggy ones.
now, here's what I do.
Oh, yes, they're not the soggy ones.
I will sit. Now, we don't live in a humid climate. If you live in a humid climate, I would use this zip top bag, okay? We do not live in a humid climate, but what I will do is once a month or once every 2 weeks, I go through, Jack takes snacks to school still. I will go through, bag him up a snack, okay? So we'll just go through and get several bagged up here and fold it. And it's that simple. It doesn't even take me 5 minutes. And I can have 2 to 3 weeks worth bagged for his lunch. Now,
Susan says, Tawra, you are so organized.
Thank you. Hey, what are you kicking me for? I felt that kick.
And Jeannie wants to know if we're each eating one of those tonight.
Yeah, probably. Like I said, guys, normally on the applesauces, I only do 5 to 7 days worth, but I was just showing you for the show, so. Okay, so now that took me, 1 minute, and I've got 5 days worth of snacks and or chip thing, animal crackers for school. Do the same thing with chips. Stop buying those crazy expensive bags of chips. They're like 30 cents each.
Did you say that some of these tips are in the cookbook?
Yeah. These are in my cookbook.
What page?
They are on page, Dining on a Dime Cookbook, page...
57. No, not really.
27,
Oh, that's close.
28, and 29. Right here. Start with lunch ideas, but you can use the snack ideas too. Okay? Dining on a Dime Cookbook. Go to livingonadime.com. Mike's putting the link in there for you. 1,200 recipes and tips to save money on your grocery bill. Okay? Now, then just fold it over. Voila. And then you have chips. Now see, I've already got his lunches done for school, so this is going to be great. I'm going to love this. So then what I do is I take and I will just put these, I put these in the pantry, which is on the way to the backpacks, and I will put this and the sandwich and maybe a few baby carrots or a cut up apple. Jack likes cut up apples. To keep your apples from turning brown, I take my apple, I cut it up, takes me 30 seconds, put a little bit of water with salt in the baggie, put it all in here, hold it for a second, mush it around, empty the water out, then seal the top and you're done. Okay? That keeps your apples from turning brown. Now, do the same thing with the baby carrots. Just put those in one of these little fold top baggies, and then take your ranch dressing right here and just throw that puppy in there with it, and you've got it.
Catherine says she twist ties the bags.
You can twist tie them if you want. Yeah, you can twist tie them. Okay, now the last but not least tip here is
Wait.
Lunchables.
Sandy says the bags cost almost $0.10 a piece, but not these kind.
No, that's
the
what
Ziploc bags do.
That's what I'm saying. The Ziploc bags do. And my kids know that when I use the more expensive bag versus the fold top bag, they know that they need to bring these home, and I just either empty the crumbs and stuff them back in here if they're crummy. I don't wash peanut butter bags that get peanut butter on them. I don't wash bags that get meat on them. That's why we use these cheap, half-a-cent fold top bags.
Jeanette is asking if the bags don't seal, how do you keep the snacks from getting soggy or stale?
Well, that's what I was saying.
I think she's meaning when you pre-pack them like that and they sit.
Well, that's what I was saying. We live in Colorado. It's super dry here. We don't really have stuff that goes stale.
But couldn't you just put them in a sealable, larger sealable container?
Yeah, you could. You could just get a bigger, just a bigger container and put a lid on it if you want. Or you could use these and just have the kids bring them home and just shake them out, the crumbs, and do it that way if you want. It's not a big to do. Okay, now, Lunchables. Every kid on the planet loves these Lunchables, but you can make your own Lunchables, and it doesn't have to be hard. All you gotta do,
But these ones are separately packaged. These ones also have bread thingies in there for pizzas.
You think so, huh?
I mean, that one has nachos, but the pizza ones.
So here's what you do to make your own Lunchables. Take your crackers, take your ham and your cheese, and you just cut them up. Whoop, doop,
I have a question.
doop. And then you can either stack the hams and cheese like this and put them in a separated container or a container like this with the crackers if you want, or you can stack them in between each cracker if you want. You can do it however you want.
If your child is monkey, you could get one of those plastic things that have like the 4 different separated parts. Or whatever.
And if your child is monkey, you need to tell him to get over it. Oh. Life does not cater to his problems.
True. We have a question.
Go ahead, come back up.
And Finn wants to know, where are your favorite places to buy bulk spices?
You guys will be surprised. I buy my spices at Walmart because they're bulk. Cheaper. I get these little things. They're $1 each, This is the cheapest that I have found. They're even cheaper than Costco and Sam's.
Tara Jane. Linda says, love you guys. Thank you for helping me pay off my mortgage. Woo-woo.
Really?
Great job, Linda.
Good. Does Linda have a cookbook? Man, that is great, Linda. Wow.
Wow.
All right. So, guys, I know I took 45 minutes to explain this, but once you learn it, the flow goes super, super easy. Make sure you don't overpack your kids' lunches. Make sure you put food in there that they will actually eat. Why are you going to all this work? You physically going to work and spending money and time making lunches they don't even eat. It's crazy. So don't do that. And then follow these tips and make it a little bit easier on yourself. All right.
Ooh, let's
Any
see.
more questions?
There were lots of questions. Some we didn't get to yet that were here before. But let's see.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm looking to see. Jules, I used to make our own Lunchables, and I would hide a treat inside, like one Hershey Kiss, or oops, sorry, it's going by so fast, and fruit snacks, so they got more food. And
Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. At Halloween, when candy on November 1st is 50% off, that's when you go and buy the little Hershey's and that, and put one or two of those in. Put a little note in for the kids, that kind of thing. This doesn't take a lot of time and energy to do. It's just getting the methods down that will help you get it.
Karen says if you live in a humid state, just store the prepackaged lunches in the refrigerator. Problem solved. That's what I did.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because the refrigerator keeps everything dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's really, really good.
MK Lone Star says my kids knew to bring home the baggies was just getting their teachers to not make them throw away. Somebody earlier had asked about what if the teacher takes away. Cherry, I have known some teachers that take items from their lunch and not let them have it. What do you do about that? We'd probably go talk to that teacher.
Yeah, the teacher would be getting a visit from me. And now if it's something where it's a safety issue, like a peanut allergy or something, okay. But I'm sorry, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a child having a cookie or a fun-sized candy bar in their lunches. I don't understand why they allow Capri Suns and they allow these gummy things and all that kind of stuff when, when it's just as high calories, it's just the same. So
How do you get used to drinking only water?
you just do it. I don't know.
You could take some of those. Water water.
The water
water tasting things and add less every day.
Well, the first thing you need to do is put your water in the refrigerator in an open container and let it get cold and let the chlorine evaporate out of the water. That's one reason why people don't like water. Secondly, if you live in an area where there is nasty water, like we lived in Kansas and Texas and the water was horrid. I mean, it was nasty colors. It was horrid.
No offense
and,
if you live there. But.
And in those cases, we would take our gallon water jugs and refill them for 25 cents and do that. So just make sure your water is cold. That really helps, is to make sure it's cold and the chlorine is evaporated. Okay, hold on. While I ask more questions, this is the soap I made live last night. This is another tropical fruit punch. This mold is 25% off on homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com this week for our grand opening. Go ahead.
So Mary said I use sesame butter instead of peanut butter for my son's lunches. I never knew there was such a thing.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Okay, this soap was inspired on my favorite jammies. That was in the inspiration.
Except now it has rainbow.
Oh, Posh Kitty says, love all the ideas in the book. Thank you. We're glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, guys, go to Dining on a Dime. What page did I say? 27? Because we've got it all in here, guys. I'm telling you, we have it all. We even have how to make homemade granola bars, homemade brownies for your lunches. Those kinds of things are in there. Homemade ranch. Ranch is super yummy.
And we've done some shows on that too. If you're on the YouTube side, you can look back and see those. Let's see. Sue, has your school started yet? Oh, ours, ours has yesterday, and then we're homeschooling one, so we're kind of sort of in the process of getting him going.
Oh yeah. We're still in the process of doing that.
Yeah, we started yesterday. And Mom was happy. Although here, everybody was gone today and I had a doctor's appointment, which kind of made me mad.
Oh, somebody was asking if you have... Oh, Hollywood Slim won any tips for prolonging the life of bananas?
Oh, that's a hard one, guys. You can put them in the refrigerator once they get brown, but they'll only go an extra day or two. Yeah.
And if you're going to use them for baking, you can freeze them, but freezing ones don't defrost and eat well like a normal banana. But they're good for banana bread and stuff, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jane, ooh, that soap color design.
Didn't that turn out pretty? I'm so excited. So this one is going to be called Tropical Punch, probably.
Sharon says, I don't even have kids in school, but now I feel the need to pack some lunches.
Here's the sprinkles on top, guys, if you want to see the sprinkles on top. Didn't those turn out cute?
Linda says, I'm not sure which book to get. I take care of my parents and have a child living at home. Seems that food is one of my biggest costs.
You need Dining on a Dime right here. It works for families, single people, everybody. We have over 1,200 recipes and tips in here to help you save money.
And
we
it's
have
adaptable.
cleaners. We have homemade cleaners. We have homemade Play-Doh. We have homemade things like even funnel cakes. All those are in here. Yeah. So, ooh, I'm loving how this turned out, guys. What do you think? What do you think, dear?
Ooh, it looks...
Doesn't it smell
Wow,
good?
it looks great, but it smells delicious too. That is really pretty swirl.
That fragrance, I think, is Fruit Fantasia, and it's going to be, I'm going to put it up on Homemade Soap Making Supplies. Hopefully I'll get it up tomorrow. It tested great. I'm super excited. There's the sprinkles. Okay, any other comments or questions?
Oh, actually, we had some other, let's see. I thought we had some others. I'm looking back to see what we have that we didn't already talk about. And there's more new ones coming too. Let's see.
You have anything on your side, Dave?
No.
Mary asked, is that a new cookbook? I ordered one many years ago and it doesn't have all those tips. We actually had...
It should.
Well, no, I think she might have gotten not just beans.
Yeah, but all that was in there.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because we did expand it significantly when we changed the name to Dining on a Dime.
We added 40 recipes when we changed it to Dining on a Dime, but otherwise everything else is in there.
Oh, Cindy said, Tara, you're looking so thin and beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And Lori was asking, why did you eat lunch with David and Ellie at school? Ellie was feeling kind of sick. And
So Ellie has sensory issue problems like her mother, where loud noises make her physically ill.
Hey, I do too.
And the lunchroom noise, because they wouldn't make the children eat lunch nicely, it was like a zoo. The lunchroom noise was giving her horrible headaches, and the school wouldn't let her eat by herself, so I had to go to the school every day and sit with her during lunch outside so that she could eat lunch without getting sick.
But it was interesting how it helped her greatly to do that.
And then with Dave, he had the same problem. And then the school started punishing the kids for things that they weren't doing. And I was like, yeah, you ain't going to be doing that. So
For ridiculous reasons.
So I started going to school and sitting in the lunchroom.
Yeah, in that case, there would
Supervising
be
also.
100 kids, and 3 kids would be doing something bad, and they would punish the 97 that didn't do anything.
Yep.
And we have a particular disdain for that type of punishment, group punishment, just because we feel like group punishment teaches the good kids that there's no point in being good kids.
Yep.
Laura Lee, I'll take the whole soap. LOL, just beautiful. And she posted
Thank you, guys.
a little emoji with the hearts on the eyes.
Aw, thanks.
Debbie says lemon juice for bananas. That helps some, but it does sort of change the flavor a little.
Yeah, I've tried that. It works okay, but I don't know.
Linda says, I love your soap. I just want to eat the one you have live right now.
Oh, doesn't it smell good?
Also,
It smells like Fruit Loops.
Galaxy Fruit Punch. Were you looking for a name?
No, that's a good one. Oh,
It
maybe
does
we'll
look
do
like
that.
a galaxy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I do have a little tip.
A tip?
For the school lunches, if Well, one, you should be teaching your kids how to open a banana this way all the time.
Oh, Dave has a great trick.
You know, when if the stem is
Over
just
here.
if the stem is just slightly green on the top of a banana, you can actually flip it upside down with the stem on the bottom and pinch the top and then peel it down.
Yep.
And that works 1,000 times better than the stem breaking and then you having to get a knife.
And smushing
Obviously,
the banana.
you don't want the kid with a knife. And then, you know, accidentally cutting yourself and then
So
smushing
peel.
the
So
banana.
his tip is peel it from the bottom, flip the banana up.
Actually,
flip
he
the
showed
banana
me.
upside down and peel it from
Well,
the
the bottom it has like 4 little nubs on the bottom piece, and I always peeled the top, and I would get it like a key and cut it because I couldn't get it to open. And he just showed me that you could take those 4 little nubs and pinch it and then pull them apart.
But usually you want to like flip it the other way so then the banana doesn't fall out of its...
I was thinking, wow.
But it's amazing what you can do.
Jennifer said we used to do Nutella instead of peanut butter. Yum.
That would be good.
Oh, somebody else was talking about Nutella, and I forgot what she said. I thought I had kept a track of it, but anyway, let's see what else we have. Love the soap tar. Great color combo.
Thank you.
Wow, I finally got on while you were doing a live chat. Hi, Michelle.
Hello. Yeah, this is a fruity smell. It's called Fruity Fantasia, I think, is the fragrance. I bought several bars because I was pretty sure it was going to work, and that was my test run, and so I'm going to get it up on my soap making store. Hopefully tomorrow, which is 20% off, guys. And if you order $100 or more, you get the big multi-bar soap cutter drawing. You get an entry for that, which we're drawing on Monday's show. So, homadesoapmakingsupplies.com. Use 20% grand opening and get 20% off everything.
Oh, I need to share that link, don't I?
Yep.
Tara, it says Tara's new soap store. That's the one.
Yep.
And
I started ordering today, so I'm super, super excited.
I forgot about the soap store. What does that soap smell like? It's fruity, very fruity.
Yeah, it's very fruity.
It's
It's like a strong Fruit Loops. A really strong Fruit Loops.
It's more citrusy than Fruit Loops, though. Mm-hmm. I really like it.
Yeah, Finn said, I understand the feeling of being autistic. I hated the lunchroom. My mom, when I was too young, had to defend me and had to come to school. Yeah.
Well, it's super nice because my best friend's mom was the nurse at the school, so she just let us sit in the medical thingy at the school.
Yeah, thankfully we were able to work out so that when Dave had the same problem, he could just go sit with his friends and his friend and his friend's mom in the lunchroom. So that worked really good until... I went for the first little bit, but then he was able to do that.
Angel says, put dark tape on the top stems of bananas and hang them up to slow the browning.
Well, there you go.
I did not know that. And Mary says if you separate them as soon as you get home, they last longer. I did not know that.
Huh. Okay. I didn't know that either.
Freeze bananas and use for smoothies. Yeah, we have.
So there's
we have frozen a lot of, especially when bananas are starting to brown and we know we're not going to get them. Tara will just throw them in the freezer, not even in packaging, right?
No, I just throw the whole banana, peel and all, and then I freeze it. And then when it's time to use, I just slice off the end and just squeeze it out like a tube of, like yogurt or something, and just squeeze it out and put it into the smoothie.
Oh, Tammy says, boy, that corner of your sink hasn't had flowers in so long. I miss them.
Actually, it's only been 2 weeks, believe it or not.
I got some.
He got me some for my birthday.
And Dave and I actually spent more than usual on them.
Yeah.
And they went bad in less than a week.
Yeah. That's an idea. All these tips everybody's putting for bananas, we should do a show and see which one actually works.
Do you want to actually tell Mom how much they were?
No.
Why
Destiny
not?
wants to, because she would kill me. Destiny wants to know how many bars did that log produce?
This is a 18 bar loaf. No, wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, 18 bar loaf. This is an 18 bar loaf. This is my wonderful mold from Two Family Homestead with the latches. We're at the end. I love this thing. This is 20% off, guys, so grab it while you can.
Is that at your soap store?
It's on my soap store.
Oh.
HomadeSoapMakingSupplies.com, and then your soap just slides right out. I love it.
And the soap store is moving along smoothly now?
The soap store, I think, is working pretty well. The shipping, I don't think, is ever going to be perfect. So just so you know, we do refund any excess shipping to you guys. So if you order something and you're like, whoa, my shipping's $25, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that much. Don't worry, we only do the exact amount of shipping that it costs us, and we give you a refund for the excess.
So Michelle wants to know if we would do a show on making bread.
Yeah, I've done several shows on making bread, but as soon as it cools down, I was planning on doing another one.
Yay. That soap is lovely.
Thank you. If you go to YouTube, just search homemade bread. Also go to our website, homemade bread. Also go to Amazon. We have how to make homemade bread for an ebook, which we got to get on our site as soon as we can get some of these books written.
Christine says you should name it Pajama Party since it inspired by your favorite jammies.
That's true.
That's great. That soap is cutting so easily. Is it the cutter or the soap or both?
Both. Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think it looks more like a
Galaxy?
Not Galaxy, a Nebula.
Oh, thank you, Linda. We sure appreciate
Because
that.
galaxies have stars inside of them. This only has stars on the top.
Yeah, Kirsten, Dave told me that's how monkeys open them too.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might be called a monkey once or twice.
Well,
Hopefully
it took
not,
me
but
48 years to learn that. Because I used to think, well, when they're really, really ripe, then you can pull back the top part where it connects to the tree. But as an adult, I was thinking they never let them get that ripe in the stores anymore, and so I was using my Swiss Army post office key.
There you go.
Because it's a sharp key to just kind of slightly, slice the outer part at the top. But,
Ben, thank you so much for ordering and sharing. That's so nice. Thank you.
that is awesome.
Thank you, Kimberly. Glad you're liking it.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, all right.
All right, guys, we're going to go. We are livingonadime.com. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. Tomorrow I'm going to make soap as soon as we get back from taking Dave to the dentist to get $1,000 worth of dental work done. Woohoo. So
Wait,
please
what?
buy our books. Please buy
Let's hope it's not.
oh, I forgot I'm not
we had a
delivery
few.
tomorrow.
We had a few questions. Isabel is wondering, do you ship to Canada?
We do. It's $21 or $15 to ship to Canada.
And we do occasionally do a sale, and we discount the shipping to Canada at that time. Amanda, I made stacked enchiladas tonight. My husband was sad. I only made a sample test run them out, and he wanted more. Nancy had a thing that I was going to say, because the people were asking. Our shows are Mondays and Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time.
6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, 3:30 Pacific.
So, yep. All right. Oh, Amy, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Oh, she married the same year we did.
Woohoo.
Good for you.
Yay. Well, awesome. We were sure glad to have you here. I was looking through real quick, but probably want to wrap it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting HomemadeSoapMakingSupplies.com. It is going great, and I'm super excited. Thank you for supporting LivingOnADime.com. And Dave has one more thing. What?
Apparently Blings and Blessings said that if you wrap the stem of the bananas in plastic wrap, the stems emit a gas, it's a hormone, but a gas that makes them ripen faster.
Well, there you go. We might have to do a banana show, I think. Turid, I will probably do soap about 1 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, so you'll have to translate that to Norwegian time. I don't know what time it is in Norway right now. So probably about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon is when I'm going to be making soap. Thank you, guys. See you later. You're the best. And our bed is going to be here in 2 days. We're so excited.
Woohoo! We'll be
Then
sleeping
we can get
again.
some sleep.
There'll be sleep.
So
around
Monday's
the
show
corner.
will be peppy and happy.
Yay!
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you being here. What?